Hello, listeners. Hi, my name is Madhavi, and I'm so happy to have you on UppTalk. You have come to the right place if you want to learn about IT and do really cool things with your hands. We are not just another IT company when I say UppTalk. Think of us as your learning partner dedicated to helping you reach your full potential. We have top notch hands on courses to help you build your business, whether you are new to technology or want to move up in your current job. Let's look around this as our first step towards learning.
You have got the document. This document is pretty informative. I will say go through that. Again, today we will complete this topic of document transformation. Mostly it will be just summarizing and then going into little detail of it. ITV. Right. Yesterday we did this document transformation. That's what it is, right? A document transformation is never a standalone integration. It's a possessive girlfriend or a boyfriend. It needs its partner, right? Either a connector or a studio. Any integration, and it is either before or after the integration, right? It is before when it's an inbound one, right? It gets, and then the important thing is that it works only on the XML part, right? Because document transformation, we have to attach a code which is an XLT code. And that SLT code works only on XML. The input has to be XML. Either if it is post, meaning a connector, and then a DT, then the output of connector will come to DT and DT will transform it and deliver it. If it has to be used before, then you'll get the file. The document transformation will transform it and the transformed file will go to the connector, right? That was the basic we did yesterday. And the way to create it is similar. It's written in this guided create integration system, same task. You choose document transformation as the template and then you attach the code. And then on the business process of the integration, you configure it either after or before as per your functionality. Right. Now going into this detail, we saw that XLT is an open source. It's not Workday proprietary. Any syntax or code you want to know, you can search it on Google. Right. In DT, the only extra thing that we have is these two functions, which is ETB and XTT. These are the core of document transformation. And these two functions can only be used in the XSLT of document transformation. We will see another integration type, which is called EAB. That also has SLT, but that doesn't. We cannot use XTT and ETB in that. And that's the difference between an XSLT, which is used in a document transformation, and an XLT, which is used in an EIB. The advantage DT has is that we can use ETB and XTT functions. And these are faster in compared to the normal functions. That's it. Now, as you said, ETB stands for element transformation and validation. XML text is the full form of this XTT. If you are using XTT, that means your final output will be text. And if you are using ETV, then it means you are just transforming and doing any validation. XML will remain L. The way to use them is by declaring them in the namespace. If both of them are there, then that means it is XML to text. And what we do with this, we can do all of these functions. Arithmetic operations, date, time, and all that can be done using this. Again, it's the same stuff. I will today focus more on the syntax part of it. Right. Say, if you want to align to the left. Now, if you read this part here, this part, right, what it says is XTT separators, this symbol ampersand hash XT. It is a hex code of a tab, I think. It is a kind of a fixed width file. It's, I think, tab delimited. Now it says align to the left. Alignment will be left and XTT severity is warning. That means if there is nothing there, it will give warning. Then again, this was a generic one. But you can relate more to this part of the first name, right? In first name, it says fixed length is 10 and required is false, meaning there can be cases. Even if the data is present or not present doesn't make any sense. No, it. And report truncation warning, meaning if, say, the name is greater than 10, right? Say the name is 12 digits, 12 characters. But now, since we have written here fixed length 10, what it will do is it will only take the 10 characters. And that means this truncation is happening. Right. We are stripping out the extra 2. In that case, it is saying that integration should complete with the warning. That's how we can set it. Now this truncation is warning, and all that can only be used in this DT using these XTT functions. We don't have this option in the normal XLT. This is very specific to DT. Then this is an X, a kind of activity, right? Where here it is written that locate the provided class files on your local machine in this and not. That's not present. But I would say go through this to see how they have explained the functions. Right. And apart from that, you already have the file that I've shared. It has that details. Right. Marital status, 20 digits and all that. What they're asking you is add this code. How will you add this? Code is just like this. Right. Instead of first name, it will be last name or gender or marital status. And then you have to just change the length. The status warning falls through according to this requirement. That's what they're saying. And then moving on. What do we have? This one is again the same. This is something which is pipe delimited file. In this is a sample code. Right? It has written here, the separator is this pipe, right? And then we have the different fields. Again, false. Required is false. Required is true. Severity error and all those stuff as per the requirement. It has many snippets, the code snippets, which you can have a look and see. And what else do we have here? This is all the same. It is showing here the targets that how did you get additional validation attributes, target and target with and all that. You can go through that. It is not that very frequently used stuff, but a good read to understand. Again the same. All it is just a different use cases of the same kind of. Some is text file, some is comma separated, some is pipe delimited and all that. They have covered all these scenarios here. Now what I wanted To explain you guys which is more important than that is, right? Yesterday I shared 3 files. And let me open that up. I think it's already open. Let me print that up. Right. This was the, and then that was the code. And I told you how to find the XPath, right? I just want to clarify that thing again. Let me copy this and open it in a notepad. First of all, let me have another one. We'll start with the simple one that I can ask you guys and you can answer me. With that, I will be able to know whether, say, worker is the top tag. And then we have, this is ending. This part, right? I am making up, and right, this is first name is and then I have now say this is the XML and I want in my SLT, I want the value of base pay. Right? You tell me what will be the XPath. Right? First, let's start with this. What will be the XPath of this XYZ, which is the first name? Right. The XPath will be header slash worker slash first name. Right. Right. If you put this in your XSLT code, you will get the value with XYZ. Now say I want this one. I want the base pay. What will be the XPath? Header worker salary base paid. Right. After worker will be this salary and then slash base pay. Right. Why this one? Because this is again, right, the parent of this is this and the parent of salary is worker. That's what I want you to be clear, that this is a kind of a parent-child relation. Right. You check the header, then it's child, and then it's first name, employee ID, salary. These are all same level. That's why whatever we want, base pay, we have to get salary and then worker. If it's employee ID, then only employee ID, worker, and then header. Right? This is one thing which was important. I thought of covering it again. And along with this, just go through that online XLT basics along with the XML basics. That would be very useful. 2. You will get more understanding on that part. you got the clarity on what. However, it should find out everyone on this list has been given to you. Please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel. For more information, contact us sales@therightuptalk.com.